Hey guys, I'm Sonic Chao and welcome to another episode of Sonic Adventure DX. Just got on the last episode. We explained some of Chao Garden in both Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure DX. And this episode, we'll be going into Chao races. But before that, I actually want to say sorry for the length of the last episode. I know I tried to keep them under like 15 minutes, but yeah, it just didn't really work out that way. On this episode, we're going to actually be going and explaining a little bit more before we go into the Chao races. So, right before that, like I said, I would introduce this Chao, and he's asleep right now, of course. But yeah, I would like to introduce this Chao. This Chao's name is Shulk. Where did I get it from? I got it from Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Xenoblade Chronicles, and it's amazing. It's an amazing game, and I just named this Chao after that character. I really like the Let's Play, and I really like just everything about the game. So I just named this Chao after that character. So thank you, Chugga. Anyway, this is a Chaos Chao. It's a double Chaos Chao. So I have a hero, neutral, and double Chao, and so of course he went back to sleep. But as you can see, all of his stats were 99 from that little trick I showed you last episode, where you can take any animal and just feed infinite amounts to your Chao. So the things I wanted to explain in this episode all have to deal with Chaos Chao. Chaos Chao cannot die. Unlike any other Chao, if your Chao is not happy enough, it will die. So you have to really take care of it, or else it'll die. And I've had a few Chao die, so because I didn't really take care of it, because I had like an abundance of Chao, so I just couldn't take care of them all, and some just died. So if it doesn't die, it reincarnates. I'm gonna put two charts up right now. In the first chart, you can see that in this game, the charts look like your Chao can either die or reincarnate, and the cocoon is like pink when it's like reincarnating, and like white when it dies, and like it's also blue when it evolves. I forgot to say that in the last episode. There's a lot of things I can't show because of the fact that it takes an abundance of amount of time, and then it's like I just want to get this over with already. And if you trust me, like there's not like if you can't play Chao Garden, you're probably not going to be too interested in it. But yeah, I'm sorry, he's too grumpy right now. But there's also one thing I have to show before I keep going on. You can see in all his stats that some of them don't reach red, some of them do, some of them reach half yellow, half orange. And what those have to do with what I'm talking about is your Chao has certain grades that prevent your Chao, or they enable it to get your Chao to have certain amount of points. And depending on your grade, you can feed your Chao. You can get your Chao up to a certain amount of points. So yeah, you can't really look at your grade in this game, just because this game, like in the original Sonic Adventure, you can't see your stats or your grade, so none of that in this game. You can do it in Sonic Adventure 2 or on the Tiny Chao Garden, but you cannot do it in this game. So yeah, it's just something I wanted to point out. So I'm sorry. I'm just gonna cradle him for a sec and then just put him back down. Another thing I wanted to just say before I go into the Chao races is I have to actually let him sleep before I go to the Chao races, because he's the only one that can freaking do everything. So go to sleep. Go to sleep. Stop crying. Go to sleep, man. Jeez, go to sleep. Okay. I don't know what to do with you. And as you can see, it actually sparkles. I forgot to mention that too. Yes, he finally went to sleep. Okay. Another thing I wanted to explain was that in the latest versions of Sonic Adventure DX that came out, you can actually see that I'm gonna put something up, and it shows how the evolution works. Both when your Chao is reincarnating and dying, the cocoon is the same color. It's always white, so you won't really know until your Chao either pops out as an egg, or if it dies, it's just not going to appear at all. And if you fed it animals, after it reincarnates, it's going to appear with like animals, and maybe it'll be able to walk, maybe it will be able to swim, English, or fly or something. It depends on how much you fed your Chao and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for my I just didn't even let him get that, but I'm just gonna wait for my Chao to wake up, and then we're gonna go into the Chao races, and then that'll be the end of Chao Garden. So thanks for all your cooperation, and I'm just gonna wait until he wakes up. While Shuck is asleep, I decided to just explain a few things. Well, first thing, I actually want to show you something. I actually want to show you that a few episodes ago I said that Chao can actually have like a shell over their head, and this is what that's like. So this is Nux. He died, unfortunately, so I don't really have any thing except this picture of him. So he's not even reincarnated. I just didn't take care of him. Anyway, another thing I want to do is explain some romantic stuff. I want to get into not marriage, that'd be a cool thing, but mating. So you can actually go to the black market, like I said a few episodes ago. You can go to the black market, and you can actually like buy a heart fruit. And when you buy a heart fruit, you need to feed it to your Chao. Your Chao will eventually eat all of it, and then after it eats all of it, it's going to have this ring around it, this ring of flowers. It's going to have a heart as its dot and everything, and yeah. So once it has that, you want to go get another Chao and bring them into the ring of flowers. That's Madoka right there, and then that was a golden Sonic Chao. I don't know, I had it, so I just took a picture of this, and you just need to set it down in there. Sometimes they won't mate, sometimes they will, depending on if they want to or not. If they don't want to, you can actually feed 2 Chao heart fruits so that you can mate them. Sometimes Chao just mate automatically, like they don't need any heart fruit. They'll just have a ring around them sometimes. If you leave on the game long enough. And sometimes Chao just don't feel like mating. So you may have to get a heart fruit for them. If you give them a heart fruit, they will for sure mate. But depending on whether or not the Chao is like a normal color, it will come out a certain color, if you know what I mean. Like if I go back, like this Sonic Chao right here, it's golden and Madoka silver. Well, it would come out as a, I think it would come out as a silver Chao because you place Madoka in there, but I don't know. That's all up to chance, really, I think. So, yeah, but if you have 2 normal Chao that were born out of normal eggs and no like color variations, then it'll come out as a regular egg, and that's the only way to get another regular egg. There's no way to buy one of those regular eggs. Those like blue polka dotty eggs that I first showed you in Chao Garden. So yeah. And actually, I was live streaming the other day, and this is what you miss when you don't watch my live streams. I was in Chao Garden, and I was like taking care of the Chao and everything, and one of my Chao died. And I'm actually going to show you the reaction I had when my Chao died. About right now. Oh God! What? Wait. He's evolving. Oh my God. He's evolving. Okay. I don't know whether he's dying or like. I hope he's being reincarnated. Because Suzaku, you deserve better than this. Come on, Suzaku, live! You weren't supposed to die. Don't die. He's dying. I think he's dying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dying. Because it's supposed to be... Oh, yeah, he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh my God, while it's sleeping, I also forgot to mention, to create a Chaos Chao, I'm really stupid, but create a Chaos Chao. You need to make your Chao reincarnate twice, so just make sure it's happy and it evolves, and then you need to spend probably even more than a day on it to get it to reincarnate twice. So, like, even more than 24 hours. I remember I stayed up for 24 hours one day, and I completely messed up my sleeping schedule, and I felt like I was, like, so delusional when I was staying up that late. Well, in the morning, like, I stayed up from 10 o'clock a.m. to 10 o'clock a.m. So, yeah. I spent a lot for this LP, but, you know, spent a lot of time. But, after you make it reincarnate twice, you need to feed it one of every single animal. So, feed it one of every single animal. And, contrary to popular belief, you can feed it more than one of each animal, but you have to make sure that the stats are, like, kind of equal. So, if you have, like, 4 run, you can't have that. Stamina's alright, you don't have to worry about stamina, but everything else, you need to make sure it is around the same level. So, having 4 run and then everything else 1, it just won't work. He would, like, turn into a run Chao. So, that's just something I want to explain. So, just make sure his stats are balanced after you feed it everything and reincarnate it twice. Or no, reincarnate it twice and then feed it everything. But yeah, just make sure you do that, and then once it evolves, it will evolve into a Chaos Chao of your choice. Now there are 3 Chaos Chao. There's a double Chaos Chao. There's a hero Chaos Chao, or I don't want to say double, but yeah, he's a double. He's a double. But or there's a neutral Chaos Chao, and neutral Chaos Chao looks like chaos. That's the easiest way I can explain it. It looks white, looks like chaos, and you can see the double Chaos Chao right here. The hero Chaos Chao kind of looks like a bunny. It's got like kind of bunny stuff on it, I guess. That's the closest I can relate to it. It's got a halo, I think a yellow halo, and it's like it's kind of like Pebble's color, so like white, and that's just something I want to explain while my Chao is sleeping and scratching its butt. So I'll see you when he wakes up, eventually.